Alright, this is Vegeta8259 again, and this is part 6 of the Perfect Grade Gundam GP01 full burner review. And in this part I'm going to be going over GP01's weapons and accessories. And the first accessory that I want to go over is the MS hanger that comes with this kit. So all of this gray kind of rafters and things like that, all of that comes with the kit, and you can use it to kind of have GP01 in there and store all of the unused armor parts on it, as well as kind of like a maintenance hanger. And it doesn't, I mean, I guess you could put all of the extra armor parts on there. Some of them have specific places where you can actually plug them into, like the front and back skirts can plug on there, the side skirts plug on there. It's got racks right here to hold the beam rifle and the machine gun. But, oh, and the shield back there, behind GP01, has a place to hang up. But everything else just kind of has to sit in these little cages. As you can see, I've got some of the leg parts right here. Got the upper torso just sitting right there. Same with the shoulder armor. But, you could pretty much have all of the armor parts on this MS cage. There's really nowhere to put the core fighter, so I guess you just have to put the extra core fighter sitting beside it. But overall, I do think this MS cage is a pretty nice accessory. It's got a couple of movable parts. You've got this tiny little cherry picker little thing down here, and then you've got the extended cherry picker type arm on this one. It's got a joint down here which can rotate and go up and down. It's got another joint right there, and then the little stand up here can go up and down as well. So you can pretty much get it to anywhere you would need to put it on the mobile suit. Also, you have, as I showed off in the first part, these little pilot figures. Actually, you got a figure of Kouraki, and then you got two little maintenance workers, and they're just the right size to fit into this little seat right here, although they don't really stand up very well, but oh well. Now, as far as other weapons and accessories go, we do get a Gundam beam rifle, which is standard for pretty much every Gundam. Now, it's got a one moving part. This handle can slide back and forth. Scratch that, two moving parts. The scope can also move back and forth. The scope, this part is actually molded in just plain clear plastic, so you're going to have to take some clear red paint to paint that with clear red. But there is a piece of chrome under there which lets the light reflect through it pretty nicely, so it has a nice look to it. And the energy pack is removable, so you can take that off, and you get two extra energy packs that are stored on the underside of the shield. Now also, this has a kind of a unique peg that swings out, and it can swing out on either side of the handle, so you can have him hold the beam rifle in either hand. And let's see, he's got a hole in his hand right there, if the camera will focus on it, and it goes in there pretty easily. The only real thing about getting him to hold his weapons is trying to get that thumb to move around. Since the thumb is on a hinge instead of a ball joint, it can be a little tricky, but if you just play around with it a little bit, you should be able to get him to hold it no problem. Now also, there is a machine gun, which you can actually disassemble. You can, if I can get it off, take off this front piece right here, and also this back half can come out, showing a little bit of internal detail. And you can take the clip out, and you can see some little bullets in there. And if I put it back together, I'll show you the peg. And it's got pretty much the same exact peg that the beam rifle had. Again, it swings out on both sides, so he can hold it in either hand. One thing on the beam rifle I forgot to mention is that it's got this little clear pink beam effect part, which you can just pop in there. Actually no, goes in here and then just pops in there, and you can have that. And the last two weapons are the beam sabers, and you get two clear pink beams, and the sabers have a little peg that kind of flips out. It's on a ball joint, and that'll fit into that hole in the hand. And then last but not least, we have the shield, which is probably one of my favorite Gundam shields. It looks very, very nice. It's very large, actually. Here it is on the ground. It comes up to almost to GP01's shoulder. So, very large, very long. Again, you've got the two extra ammo clips on the back. Those can be removed. You've got a handle right here that he can grip. It's got kind of a double joint right there on it. And you can actually mount this on his arm two different ways. Actually three different ways. You've got a plug here, and there's a hole on the back of GP01's arm. So if you wanted to have it on the back of his arm, you could just simply plug it in back there. Or you've got this thing, which folds up, and it can fold and connect to it like that, which is basically just kind of an extender. Doesn't really do much there. But if you unfold it and plug it in, let's see, this way, put it right there, this will plug into the back of the arm, and then this folds around to the side so that it clamps onto the side of the arm. And you can see there's a little notch right there. That's going to clip into that right there and keep it nice and secure. Now, one last feature with this shield, which I think is really cool, is the fact that it can collapse down. It's got a spring-loaded mechanism here. This piece right here can rotate back and forth, and which locks it in place. And what you want to do is squeeze this down, and then the shield will collapse down like so into kind of a smaller version. And then you can just pull that back out, and there you go. So, kind of like a precursor to Gundam Mark II's shield, which a lot of the stuff in Stardust Memory showed some of the origins of the technology from Zeta Gundam, so I think this is one of those instances. So anyway, I actually think that's about it for weapons and accessories. And yeah, I think especially with the MS Cage, this kit has a lot of playability. Plus he's got two guns, actually technically 4 beam sabers, even though he only has 2 blades. A great shield that transforms, and just really a lot of display possibilities with this kit. So that's about it for this part of the review. Next I'm going to come back for a part, what, is it 7? Yeah, part 7, and give my final thoughts on this kit. So with that, I will see you guys next time.